New at 4 o'clock, a group of protesters gathered in Ashwaubenon on July 14th in support of the Black Lives Matter movement. As Local 5's Connie Feldman shows us, they wonder if they are now being targeted for exercising their right to free speech.
The village of Ashwaubenon is just one of many locations where people have gathered in recent months to have their voices heard.
I've done 8 total protests that we've organized under the Bust Up the Silence, and this was the only one that I was actually invoiced for.
But community activist Hannah Lundeen says Ashwaubenon is the only municipality that has charged her for services incurred by her protest.
Invoiced me for about $767, I believe exactly, because they considered my protest an event.
In an invoice obtained by Local 5, the Department of Public Safety in Ashwaubenon explains to Lundeen, quote, "Your event did not have authorization to utilize and block village roadways," unquote. It continues, quote, "A special event permit is needed for a gathering to take place on any village street," unquote. But Lundeen argues a small protest that grew out of social media is hardly an event. She says the underlying message of the invoice was that any future Black Lives Matter activity in Ashwaubenon would not be welcome.
These are predominantly white sections of Green Bay. We need to get you guys to start talking. We need some change to happen. So that's exactly why we did Ashwaubenon.
Well, protesters say they chose Ashwaubenon specifically to get their message out. An attorney for the group says there's something else about this particular neighborhood that makes the idea of fining people for gathering publicly, even in the street, just a little unusual.
When everybody's been here on game day Sunday. I mean, everybody, family night, whatever. Interrupting traffic is not a big deal, and we're talking about 2 intersections on a weekend day. This was not disruptive. So they're sending a message about something else.
Lundeen says this is no time to stay silent.
It's my First Amendment right. That's where I stand with that, is my First Amendment right. It is freedom of speech. We are out here in support of a movement. We want to see change in our community.
In Ashwaubenon, I'm Connie Feldman, Local 5 News.
Thanks, Connie. And we did talk to Ashwaubenon Public Safety today. They say they cannot comment on this case because it is a legal issue.